Everyone, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by and checking the video out, checking my channel out. Really do appreciate it. Let's get into a real simple song from the 90s. It truly is a beginner level type, song, I guess. 4 chords: G, C, A minor, and a D. And you're going to alternate with that open D, like a sus2, from the open to the regular D. Okay? That's the whole song. I'm not trying to make light of this at all, but that's really the whole song. If I remember correctly, I remember reading up on this somewhere back in the day. That progression, maybe 256 times it's played. Would love to know if I'm right. So somebody, if you know the number, let me know. I'm not going to go digging for it, but, comments below would be great. So that's the song. G chord, full G, to a C, to an A minor, and that open D, D, and right back to the G. And the strumming pattern, for those 4 chords, the pattern would be, right? Let's put the chords in there. There's your strumming pattern. At least that's how I play it, so I'm pretty sure it's pretty accurate there. The only thing that makes this song a little more difficult than just the 4 chords is just knowing when to come in with the dynamics. And knowing when to play the right chord. So it is a good tune in learning how to use dynamics to kind of tell that story of bringing the level of the music up and down just by how you're playing. Not being, because I'm not plugged in at all, it's an acoustic guitar, but just knowing when to do it. Folks, that's it. That's it. That's the song. So hopefully you like that one. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that good stuff. It's been a while since I've really been doing some videos, but that thing called life gets in the way sometimes. But we're good. A lot going on, so I do appreciate it. I'm feeling good. A lot happening. So I will see you on the next video. And again, please someone let me know if that number 256 is accurate. For some reason, it sticks in my head. I want to say it's definitely north of 200 for sure, but it wasn't 300. And that 250 range is where I thought it was, but who knows. So let me know. Enjoy. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Hey everyone, good to see you again. Thanks for stopping by and checking the channel out. I am Rich. This is 6-String Fun. Gonna get into a 90s tune I think all of us kind of know, and probably even tried playing it, it, but I wanted to just, it's been in the back of my mind for so long. I should have put this on the channel a long time ago. Figured let me just do it now and get it up there. This is gonna be by Green Day, Good Riddance, Time of Your Life. Really, I guess, a punk type of band, and then when they kind of threw this out there, it was, I guess, out, from left field, basically. It's just vocals and an acoustic guitar with some, I guess, some strings thrown in there as well, if I remember correctly. Again, I haven't really dug back on this in a very long time. I've played it acoustic, and what I'm going to show you and go over is basically the way I do it. So, I know it's not going to be 100% accurate to the record, but this is how I've done it live. I play it in standard tuning, which I believe is how it is on the record, even though Green Day tunes down for some of their songs. I'm pretty sure this is standard tuning, so I'm going to go with that. If it's not standard tuning, let me know. It's just kind of good for me to know that, I kind of screwed that up. So, but the chords, G, C at 9, D, and an E minor. There's obviously a lot of arpeggiated stuff, but if not, if you're not comfortable with that, you can strum. You should be fine. And dynamics, they kind of go up and down. Again, just looking at the arpeggiated stuff. And then as the song goes, it'll get more into strumming. And then even as the song comes to a conclusion, it goes back to that picking again. So good for dynamics. Kind of get you thinking and listening in a different way if you haven't done so already. So let's get into it. Again, like, subscribe, hit the bell. Let me know what's good, what's not good, what you're liking, what you want to hear, what you can do without. You know, let's be honest here. I can take the good and the bad. So, again, website, sixstringfun.com. Why don't you check that out if you haven't done so already yet. Some good things happening there, and there's more to come. I'm going to be putting some lessons up there, some diagrams. There's a handful of things up there now, but that will grow as we grow the channel. So, enjoy. Check the channel. Check the channel out. Keep doing what you're doing now, but the video itself, other videos, and let's get into this one. Green Day, Good Riddance, Time of Your Life. Here we go. Good Riddance, Time of Your Life. So I know this isn't 100% accurate because I just think over the years I've just made it my own. So again, playing in standard tuning, G, C add 9 to the D. And I believe this is in standard tuning. Now that I think about it, I've never really gone back and looked at it. I know Green Day does a lot of stuff a half step down, but I'm pretty sure this was just standard tuning. So we're going to go with that. That's what this is going to be. So standard tuning. If not, you could tune it down if you want to play it to the record. But I'm pretty sure this is one of the tunes they played in standard tuning. So G, C add 9, D, and then you kind of throw an E minor in there at one point. And then we're going to play the other tunes. So you can strum it, you can arpeggiate it, you can do whatever you want with it. But I think no matter how you do it, people know it, and as long as you make it your own, you're fine with that. What I do is, as far as picking the notes and arpeggiating it, to me the key is that first note, that bass note, and then the G note down here. Because I think that's kind of one of the characteristic notes of that whole progression. And I'll show you. So you got to make sure you've got the bass notes going between the G and the C when you change chords, right? To the C, to the D. So those bass notes are important. The G, the C, and the open D, okay? As far as measures and counts, you're going to play that G twice. You play the C once, the D once, okay? So if we're just strumming it. All right? You want to pick it. So if you're going to pick it and arpeggiate it, I think that G there and then even the F sharp when you go to the D are just key for the progression. So if you got the bass notes and you've got those accent notes, I think you'll be in good shape, okay? Right? So that is your rhythm throughout most of the song. I talk about dynamics in some of my other videos, definitely in this song as well, especially if it's just going to, well, actually the song is just an acoustic guitar. There's really no band behind anyone on this one. So I leave it up to you. Obviously, you can pick it the whole time. You can strum it, but watch for those dynamics because they do change. As you go through the song, as it progresses, it'll go from just a pick right there. So just listen for the dynamics. That's basically it. Okay. So the pre-chorus, we're throwing an E minor in there. To a D. Same progression if you're a fan of Poison. Every Rose Has Its Thorn, the bridge. Same thing here. I don't even know if what I will do here, I'll sometimes walk a bass line into it, okay? And the rhythm I play it. So I'm going to do walking the G to the F sharp. So it's 3, 2, open on the 6th string, okay? Kind of going into the chorus now, where it's E minor, G, E minor, G, twice. So we're doing that twice. Third time, E minor, D. Back to your rhythm in the intro. And usually it's after that first or that second chorus, it'll go more into that. I think as the song progresses, the strumming becomes more and more prominent. So keep that in mind. But then at the very end of the song, you're going to go back down to the picking, okay? I think that's really the whole song right there. So it actually is a really good tune. I can't say I'm the biggest Green Day fan, but there are some tunes I like. And, you know, when you can pull something off on the acoustic guitar like that, with a handful of chords, it's really a great tune. So, played it live plenty of times, acoustic. Again, goes over very well. People know it. I think for years people know the song. So it's always a good one to have in your back pocket if you're playing live. And again, it's pretty simple. G, C, D. You're throwing an E minor in there. You don't have to know how to arpeggiate it very well, but if you can do it, great. If not, just strum it. So... that's how the song ends on the G, just strum. So I believe in a nutshell, that's pretty much the song. I haven't played it in a while. Just wanted to, I had the thought to do it today, so I just kind of jumped on camera and did it. So hopefully I didn't miss anything there. But those are your chords. Just and again, as long as you know those patterns, those progressions, listen to the tune. It goes, you know, it just kind of goes around and around. You know, I think the only thing you have to really figure out if you're going to play it note for note, or as is on the album, just the exact amount of measures. If you want to do it that way. But honestly, again, if you're doing it solo on the acoustic guitar, doesn't matter. You make it your own. You can extend things, you can cut things out, make it your own. You'll be fine. But that's what I've got for this one. Again, hopefully you enjoyed it. Questions, concerns, let me know. Comments below. Thumbs up, thumbs down. It is what it is. I'm doing my best here. Again, if you haven't done so already, please like, subscribe, hit the bell. Also, check out the website, sixstringfun.com. A lot of cool things going on there. It's only going to be more. I'm putting lessons up there. I've got some diagrams. So hopefully it helps you out in your journey here. But any questions, let me know. Until then, though, I'll see you on the next video. Thanks very much. Hey, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by and checking the video out. Really do appreciate it. I am Rich. This is Six String Fun. Going to do something from the 90s. I think it was 92 off the Core album from Stone Temple Pilots. This is called Plush. And then about a year later at MTV Unplugged, we're just an acoustic duo type of setup with Scott and Robert. And I believe that version is tuned down an entire step on the guitar. But it's been such a long time since I've really played it. Not only for myself, but also going back and looking at my notes and all that. So I'm kind of winging this one, but I think I got it. So great tune. I wouldn't say it's an easy one, but there's a lot of funky chords and some changes, but some cool rhythm patterns, some cool riffs. Definitely one to I think keep in the arsenal when you're trying to do an acoustic set, but it's a lot of fun. If you haven't done so before we go any further, please like, subscribe, hit the bell. Check out the website, sixstringfun.com. A lot of good things going on there. Trying to be as active as I can. And that's enough, I think. So let's get right into this Plush by Stone Temple Pilots. So let's jump right into this one. As I mentioned, really not a song for a beginner, but you know, hey, it's just the way it is with some of these chords. They're, you know, you'll be playing a standard chord, and then all of a sudden you're doing something really funky. So, and I don't even remember half of the names of these chords because I learned them. I learned how to play this probably back in college, and I've always kind of just played it, made it my own. So again, this is off the Core album from 92, and I believe 93 is when they did the Unplugged. If you're playing along to the Unplugged, I'm pretty sure it's a whole step tuned down. I honestly don't remember because I've always played it in standard tuning, whether electric or acoustic. So let's kind of get into it. The hardest part. That's wrong. It's just one of the more interesting ways to play this is the intro. And it's all going to be based around the top three strings, or your bottom three strings, depending how you look at it. Your E, your B, and your G. So basically, it's going to be, and I play a full G. It's just how I've always done it, but it's only going to be the three notes here, 1, 2, and then open, right, on the 3rd fret. So it's, all right, so I mean, you can do it that way. And then you're going to play this chord. I have no idea what it's called, but it's kind of the D7 chord, but you're going to play it down here. So it's 3rd fret, on the E, 2nd fret on the B, 3rd fret on the G, and that's it. Okay? And then you're anchored, the ring finger is going to be anchored right where it is, and we're going to take these two and just slide them down 1 fret each. So you're going to go from here to there. Again, ring finger's anchored, so if we're playing this, we're just going to slide the other two up each a fret. 2 times, and then just an open. All right, so it's going to be, again, that ring finger anchored there, but the other 2 strings are open. So all together, it's down, 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 down. All right, again. And now to turn it around, there's the... So again, anchored there, okay? And then we're going to go open on the 2 strings only, E and B. And I'm just going to finger pick this for now. So it's going to be open, index finger on the B, 1st fret, next finger on the 2nd fret. So, all right, so. 1, 2, 3, down, 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 down. And then what I also do is on this chord here, again, I don't know what it's called, I'll actually arpeggiate it. All right, so that pattern, the studio version, the album version, it's 4 times, but I think when they played it acoustic, it's only twice. All right, 1 time. And then I use the guitar as percussion. Right, so what are we doing there? Easiest way to remember this is just think about walking a bass line down the entire way. 3, all on the E string. 3, 2, 1, open. So it's going to be a G, and a D with the F sharp in the bass, an F, and then a C with the open E on the bass. Okay? And each time I'm doing it, it's down, down, and then I kind of want to get that harmonic sound. So on the electric guitar, you can kind of get those harmonics. Here, it's more just about muting the strings for effect. Down, 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 down. So it's all down, downs. All right, and then we're going to go to a chord. Again, no idea what it's called. It looks like it's a G minor family, but I remember when I first learned how to play this, I played it here, which might put it as a B flat type of thing, but I've seen when it's played live, it's Robert DeLeo who's playing it here. So really it's going to be, you're barring everything on the 3rd fret, pinky is on the A string of the 6th fret, and your ring finger is going to be on the 5th fret, 1 more string down. Okay, and you're going to strum the whole thing. And this is definitely a stretch if you've never done this before, right? So if I'm coming out of it, to an F. How I learned this chord was actually, I learned to get my ring finger in there first. For whatever reason, when I anchor that, the other 2 fall into place. Okay? Just how it works for me. So coming out of that C, so it's down, down. So it's down, down. And then down and up. So it's down, down to the F. All right. So you gotta listen to it, get the feel for it on your own as well. Back to the rhythm. Again. Okay? And then you're going to go into the pre-chorus. I believe it's here. You're going into the pre-chorus. This is easy. Well, it should be easy. Your D to like that C add 9 type of chord. And then you're going to just change the bass note to a B. Okay? So I'm going D, C, to the B note, back to the C. Okay? And then you're going to go back to the... You can play that several times. I don't know offhand how many, maybe 4. But listen to the strumming pattern. And then from there, it's kind of like the pre-chorus, I guess, or at least part of it. And you're going to go back into the intro. Instead of going into like the part you think it's going to go to, we're going back to the intro. 2 times. And then back in to the verse. Again, and then again, you're gonna kind of just continue that pattern back to right. So so far we've played a lot of different pieces to the song. We got to listen to it and put it together because different versions kind of go off in different directions. So again, intro. All right. And then we're going to go into the verse. Got it? Again. And then it's... back to the... Now the second time we're playing this riff right here, this pattern, we will then go into the chorus, which is basically a G to an F to the C to I guess it's an E flat going into a D. So all together. I'll tend to play the G as a bar chord instead. I mean, you can do whatever you want. I just tend to do it here, just to kind of, I can mute the strings. And all I'm doing is playing a power chord. 2 notes, 2 strings, 2 notes. On the 5th and 4th strings. Right there. So I'm going from 6, 4 times, 5, 4 times. So let's just kind of walk through again. And that's basically the whole song. It's just going to repeat. And you have to listen for some of the dynamics because the way they come in, the way they move around. But that's your song structure right there. So again. I'm going to do that 2 times in the acoustic version again. If you want to do it just like the album, I believe it was 4 times. So the verse is the G. D would be bass in the F sharp, F, C. No clue what this is because I've probably been 20-25 years since I even looked at it. But it's kind of like a G minor, possibly a B flat in there, to the F. Okay. The pre-chorus, which is the D. Back to this chord. And you listen for that. The first time you do that progression, you're going right back into the intro. Okay, back into the verse. Right? We're going to go through all that again in these chords. The F. Back to that. Right? again, second time around. Now we're going to go into the chorus, which was just what we showed you, the G. 6th fret. Just power chord, 6 to 5. 4 hits, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's your song. Just listen to it, repeat, and then the intro is going to be just like the outro will be just like the intro. And then just land on a big G note to take it out. Hopefully it'll help you out. Again, I haven't really played this in a while. It's been a long time since I played it and even actually looked at notes, but I think that's everything there. Have fun with it, and I'm sure if I'm wrong, someone's going to let me know, which I hope you do. So I'll see you on the next video. Thanks. Hey, everyone. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Much appreciated. Easy tune, I think. If you know a D chord, an A chord, and a G chord, you've got this song down pat. We're going to do Ball and Chain by Social Distortion. Keep in mind, this tune, if you're going to play along to that album, that record, whatever you want to call it these days, we're tuned down a half step to E flat. So you don't have to tune down, but I'm just saying if you want to play to the album, you have to be tuned down a half step. But we're going to do, and again, I'm going to show you, even though we're tuned down a half step, I'm just going to call these out as we typically would see them, as a D, an A, and a G, right? But typically, these would, the pitch would be different, but just for lack of, or for sake of keeping it simple, D, A, G. That's it. There's your song right there. So you can either stop the video and be done with it, or if you want to kind of listen to a couple of the other nuances to the tune. So again, it's going to be D, A, and G, back to the D. Now, if you want to just play a regular G, that's cool. I think this is one of those Gs that's got the open B string in it. So if you want to play regular G, cool. If not, I'm kind of playing this. This is kind of like a Springsteen G, where you're going to have the first string, 3rd fret, 6th string, 3rd fret, and you can either mute this B string or you can play that 2nd fret there. Either way is cool, but if you go a little bit different, hear that? As opposed to, so that B string kind of makes a difference. So I kind of, your call though, okay? Strumming pattern than I do. There you go. The only other nuance to this song, and you'll hear it as you're playing along to it, when you get to, so again, the verse and chorus kind of just all go together as far as the tune. Take away this ball and that. So just landing on that G, and let it ring out. Ball and chain. There's your tune. Really fun one to play. It's another one of those 3-chord songs that once you learn, you put in your toolbox. You can kind of play almost anywhere. It sounds really good. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that good stuff. More coming. Got a lot of things in the pipeline right now. But I figured I'd just kind of throw you this easy one here. Enjoy. See you on the next one.